show you how to tie the perfect FG knot with braid to monofilament, which I have right here around my neck. I got 30-pound braid, 40-pound mono, and a pool noodle. That's right, a pool noodle. First thing you want to do with your pool noodle, it makes the best FG knot ever. It's easy, and when you're sitting around and watching TV, drinking a beer, whatever, this is the easiest way and the best way. You know, I've used the 3-finger method, where the gentleman takes his braid, wraps it around his finger, and then he wraps it like this, which is one of the best ways I've used for quite a long time. You just put the leader under it and you wrap it around back and forth. It's an easy way if you don't have a lot of time and you're out in the boat and need to tie a quick FG knot. But with this pool noodle, it makes it so much easier, so much better. And it's actually the perfect FG knot. It's tight. You don't have to worry about putting the wraps together and making sure it's tight. This automatically does it. So what we're going to do, here's my tag end right here. We're going to put that through the pool noodle, wrap it around a few times, just like that. There's my tag end. And we're going to take the other end of the pool noodle and we have a slot in this end, and we're going to stick the other end of the braid in this end of the pool noodle. I cut the slots about 2 inches long, and we're going to wrap this around like this to hold it tight. You can even do a half hitch if you want. You don't need to put tension on your rod. In fact, my rod's sitting right here on the left side of me next to my desk. But there's the pool noodle with the line going through it. This is my tag end, this is my rod end. So what I'm going to try and attempt to do, let me tighten this up a little bit. What I'm going to attempt to do is show you guys one-handed on my cell phone how this is done. So we'll put the line a little bit tighter. That way I can get it all in the frame and show you guys how to do it. So there's my rod end, here's my tag end. I'm going to take my braid and my leader. Now here's my leader right here. And this is going to be tough to see because I don't have any light in here, but better yet, let me turn on a little bit more light, and it might reflect in the mirror behind me, but I'll try it. I'll try and block it. That might be a little bit better. You can see the braid right here. I probably should put a dark shirt on. That might help better. I'm going to hold it in my knees like this. My knees are facing this way. And I'm going to lay it underneath the braid like this. See, I'm going underneath of it. Here's my tag end of the leader. And this is the end over here that I'm going to connect my lure to. So I take the tag end, put a little bit of pressure on it, lift up, wrap it around away from me one turn. Then I'm going to wrap it around towards me one turn. And when you pull on the tag end, it tightens up the loops automatically. You don't have to sit there and play with it. Just keep a little tension on this side and you're okay. Again, away from me under, toward me under. Away from me under, toward me under. That's 3 turns right there. You don't want to go too much pressure toward the tag end or it'll overlap the wraps on the mono. So just a little bit of pressure, not much. 1, 2. See there? Perfect. 1, 2. A little bit of pressure. 1, 2. That's 5. Away from me under, towards me under. 6. Look at that. It's perfect already. It's a perfect FG knot. Away from me under, toward me under. That's 7 wraps. Away from me under, towards me under. That's 8 wraps. Away from me under, toward me under. That's 9 wraps. Away from me under, toward me under. That's 10 wraps. So now you see, it's going to be hard to see this, but there's my FG knot, perfectly wrapped. And here's my tag end. So now what I have to do on my tag end of my braid is disconnect it so I can make a half hitch knot. What I usually do is it's a little bit long, so I cut it about 1 foot and it gives me enough to do a Rizzuto finish. So now what I'm going to do is make my half hitch. Okay, there's my half hitch. I'll pull that tight. Now, I like the Rizzuto finish that the gentleman whose link below showed me. So what I'm going to do is take this line, wrap it through 5 times. Just, it's kind of like a clench knot. Three. Could have made that loop bigger, would have been easier. 4, 5, and I'm wrapping it around the braid and the leader. Okay, and then I take both tag ends and then I wrap it the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that I have the FG knot finished with a half hitch on it, I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to take my end going to the rod and my leader, and I'm going to wrap it around my homemade line puller. And I'm going to pull that dude tight. There's my tag end of the mono, my line going to the rod, and my tag end of the braid. So if you take a look, you'll see that's the perfect FG knot. It's tight. It's a little transparent like it should be. And I'm going to do a Rizzuto finish. So there's my finished FG knot. Now on the Rizzuto finish, you notice this half hitch goes over the top. We want to go underneath the bottom this time, so we're going to loop this around like this and go underneath 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. Then we're going to take our tag end, hold it between our fingers here, and on the Rizzuto finish we're going to go 5 turns the other way. 1, towards you, over, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. And what we're going to do is take the tag end and pull it tight. Now we'll take our line pullers, wrap the tag end here, wrap the line end of the braid here, and pull it tight, just like that. So that's it. Real simple. FG knot with a Rizzuto finish. Now what we're going to do with this tag end is just take a razor blade and cut it. Then we're going to take our monofilament side and cut it. So now that we've cut our tag ends, there's our FG knot with a Rizzuto finish. And it looks virtually perfect. Can't get much better than that. Using a pool noodle that I put between my knees. Again, real simple. Just take the pool noodle, fold it in half, stick it between your knees like this, cut 2 slots in it, wrap your line through, and then lay your leader underneath and wrap it opposite however many turns you want, and it keeps tension on your line and makes a perfect FG knot, just like this. So there you have it, an FG knot with a pool noodle. Makes it so much easier to tie, the FG portion anyway. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoy using that knot, and it has never failed me. So thank you for watching.